Lead a one-man revolution from your armchair, talking cliches to listeners that aren't there. You call it warfare, but your wars aren't fair. If they were, there'd be suicide bombers in arms fairs.
YouTube, salute. Ghana homecoming is like the new Harlem Renaissance. If you didn't know, Ghana is having a moment, and some describe it as akin to the Harlem Renaissance, the 1920s movement in the United States that's credited with revolutionizing African American arts and culture. The Harlem Renaissance was a time when African culture and arts were finally being valued during a period when segregation and racism ran rampant in America. We are getting to a point where the dichotomy between Africans and the diaspora is slowly fading away. We are starting to see that we are all African. This is not the first time that African Americans in the diaspora have heeded the call to come home to Africa. In the 19th century, after the U.S. abolition of slavery, influential leaders such as Marcus Garvey plead with African Americans to return to Africa, some staying for good, including the Pan-African intellectual W.E.B. Du Bois. He actually passed away in Ghana, if you didn't know that. So last year in 2019, Ghana ran a hugely popular Year of Return campaign to attract international visitors of Ghanaian descent. And Accra, people from all walks of life arrived in the thousands in the last few days of 2019. It's also like a spiritual and bright right journey. The Year of Return marked 400 years since the first arrival of African slaves stepped on American soil. The Ghana Tourist Authority of Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture spearheaded the campaign, inviting the global African family home and abroad to make the landmark spiritual and bright right journey. If you didn't know, Danny Glover, T.I., Ludacris, Boris Cujo, Steve Harvey all visited the Elmina Castle, a life-changing trip for most who come on tour. The major hub that served as the final destination in Africa for millions of slaves before being shipped overseas. So Ghana attracted a number of high-profile guests in 2019, and so many other people like Cardi B performed last month in Ghana. It's actually a good thing, just showing love. So I think this is a great step to see, African descendants throughout the African diaspora connecting back with Ghana. I support this movement 100%. I mean, it's been 400, almost 401 years since, Africans left the soil and they landed in North America. That was in 1619, August 21st, 1619. So now where we at moving forward is trying to find our home. When I mean home, not calling North American home, not calling the Caribbean home, not calling Central America home, not calling South America home, the UK, Australia, wherever African descendants are. I'm talking about the central hub. That's the real home. And Africa is going to always be the lineage of all of us. And I think it's good for anybody that's African descent in the African diaspora to go back to Africa. I'm making my trip to go back also, especially Ghana. I believe that this is one step moving forward of liberation that we all need. We all need some spiritual, psychological healing. Going to visit the Elmina Castle, going to visit, talking to the people in the city, the people on the outskirts will actually give you some healing. You can build and make, relationships with your family members. Yes, there's going to be some stereotypes about us and stereotypes about the people on the continent. But you know what, though? Let us figure that out. We can actually put that shit to the side and correct all that from propaganda, what's been put out there about both sides of the party. So Congratulations to everybody that's been going to Ghana. I salute y'all. Post your comments below. Folks, smash Black Panther the like button. Subscribe to my channel. Click the bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. If you'd like to support, donate to the channel. I have Venmo, CashApp, PayPal, Streamlabs, everything's in the description. You can also join my Patreon account. Just press the join button below and it will direct you to the Patreon website. Until next time, peace.